Hello and welcome to the Cute Baby Tutorials using Gimp. I may do a few things in this video, so if you want to go straight to one of the main sections, then the times they start are shown on your screen now. These videos are also available in higher definition on my website, along with any original files I'm allowed to give you in case you want to work on the same image as me. Just click on the link below. Okay, here we go. Alright, there's our layer. Let's do something with it. Let's come to colorize, turn everything the same color. Oh, yeah. There you go. And let's try about there. Click on OK. If I zoom in, because I rushed it, you can see the bits which are shown through. Alright, so I should have taken a bit more time with it. Also, I'm going to really zoom in hard now. See here, I'm getting a sharp edge in between this selection and that selection. That's because I didn't feather the selection. So now you can see you get this very hard edge, not very attractive. Right, let's zoom right out. But make a mistake, you can demonstrate. So what's the difference between this tool, the fuzzy select tool, and this tool, select by color? Supposing I want to select the sofa. If I click there, it'll go as far as it can, and it will select quite a few of the colors, but once it comes to a border it will stop. Like here, I've got this red sleeve here. It hasn't selected that part of the sofa. I'll come to select none. Now if I select by color, click on the same kind of area, you can see now it's selecting all the similar colors in the picture, including that area here. I can add to by pressing shift, and I'm gradually getting more colors in there. One problem here though is that the color of the baby's faces are quite similar to the color of the sofa, so in this particular case it's not the best tool to use. I'm going to select none here, back to where we were. So now the mother says to me, he looks really nice with his suit and his shirt. Wouldn't it be great if we had a Martian baby with a green face? What? Okay, fine, we'll do that. And in order to do that, we use our final tool, the scissors select tool. Select shapes using intelligent edge fitting. Wow, sounds impressive. So, as before, use zoom, come right in, see what we're doing. Now I could use polygon select tool for this and just trace out the image, but with scissors, I'll click on it and come to the baby's face. Make sure my base layer is selected as before. Let's click on a point here. And now I'm going to drag along, click another point there. Can you see what the computer's doing? It's finding the edge, the border between the color of the face and the color of the background, and it's putting in a line in between the points I select. It's figuring out where the edges are, which is quite handy. It works quite well when you've got a very definite edge, like say the difference between the red and the baby's face. But when you've got this colour of this sofa, which is a very similar colour to the baby's head, you can see just around the hairline, it's got it wrong. It's not a perfect tool. Depending on where you use it, you can get some quite good effects. Come to there and click on there. Now, can I? Oh yes, I can. I can start to tweak it. Very handy. Okay, so I'm just going to click in the middle to select. I'm going to edit, copy, come over to my layers palette, click on the base layer, make sure I'm selected that. Click on new layer, create a new layer. I'll call this one head. Make sure it's transparency and OK. I'm going to come back to edit, paste, and then I'm going to come back to my layers palette and come to floating selection, right click, anchor layer, and there's my head. Okay, so now I've got my head there. Let's just see it in isolation. There it is. And there's everything else. If I'm doing color changes and I've got various different elements there, try and get all the elements on the picture together, all in one space, so that you can compare one against the other. So I've got to make sure my head layer is selected. Come to colors. Let's try colorize. And it was a green baby, wasn't it? There we go, there's a green baby. Let's take the lightness down. Saturation is looking a little bit intense for a green baby, so let's take that down a little bit there and click on OK. And there's my green baby face. She said I didn't want the eyes changed. Fine, okay, not a problem. Let's come in, take a look at the eyes. If I come to this little icon here called Eraser, which is rather big at the moment, use my bracket key, my left bracket key next to the P on the keyboard to make it smaller, I can start rubbing out areas there. But as you can see, I'm working fast here, so I'm getting a very crude area. There are better ways of doing this, which I will cover in future videos. There you go. And Control or Command, scroll my mouse wheel down. And there you are. Different ways to select parts of an image. I'm just going to get rid of these just for a second. So, why didn't you see more of this beautiful little girl's face down here? Well, there's a few reasons for that. In the case of the shirt, I wanted a small area just to demonstrate using the free select tool, and also to make the point that when you're using it, click, click, click polygon style can sometimes work better than just holding down your left mouse button and trying to draw out an area, even when you're going around a round area like the baby's chin. As for the suit, well, take a look at the original. It's a very bright red. It stands out very easily from all the background areas, so that made that a very good candidate for selecting by either fuzzy select tool or select by color. Let's bring back the suit. Now, as for the head, well, I could have done either one of the two babies, but if I zoom in to the little girl's hair, you see all that hair there, that hair sticking up. Well, the little boy's hair was fairly flat against his head. Hers was standing up. That is very, very difficult to select, especially using the techniques I've used here. I hope you got something out of this video. If you did, maybe you consider clicking on one of the links below and check out my game called Disco Baby, which is on the iTunes Store or Android stores like Google Play. It has 3 different games in it: a memory game, a maths game for children, and a dance along with me game for toddlers to join in with. Thanks for your time.